Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw right away, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Pollard again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offense.
Touchdown! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Prescott on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alex Hunter's spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Prescott to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Pickett sets up play action. Out to his left. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 59 yards. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. The 30. Well, first of all, obviously, what a great play to get in there and block it. But how about their awareness to scoop it, have the nice return, Charles? Talk about a momentum swing. I think we just saw it right there.
I love the description because they didn't just stop at the block, which was a big play in and of itself. The scoop and return to set their offense up for points, this could be a huge swing. Not just 10 points, but the momentum that goes with it as well.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Off play action, Pickett. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 40 yards. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Marr able to put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on. He'll drop to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Just shy of the 30. Harris will start the drive out. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Touchdown! Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. On the return is Olszewski. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
funny. Have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play. More quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Harris. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Pickett going to bootleg it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as they'll get this up to about the 42. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 96 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Warren. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. from 10 yards out. And the Steelers had 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
From the 38, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Running with Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's
and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. They'll run again with Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Harris running straight ahead, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13.